to help them with their nutrition goals. Maybe for you, like for them, it's to lose weight. That's where Nutrisystem comes in. And we're so happy to be able to offer their Fast 5 program here at HSN that we can not only ship to you once, which would be an entire month's worth of food, but we can also ship it to you on auto ship, which means that it'll continue to come to you for as long as your, whatever your weight loss goals might be. If you're planning and seeing those pounds drop and you want to stay on auto ship for 3 months, 4 months, 8 months, whatever the case is, you can. In the Fast 5, it's named so because you lose 5 pounds in your first week. That's how it was designed. And you're gonna have a few different choices to pick up, because one thing when it comes to nutrition and what we eat is that many of us have different preferences. So we have your Fast 5 balanced, personalized system. And that's gonna be your meats, your carbs, things of that nature. And we'll go through all the details. We also have the Fast 5 carb conscious. So if you're trying to stay away from carbs in that way, we've got a system for you there. There's also the Fast 5 vegetarian. So if you're saying, love the idea of Nutrisystem, but I'm a vegetarian, I don't eat animal products, that's where the vegetarian comes in. So you make your choice, the balanced personalized, the carb conscious, or the vegetarian, and you get all of the foods that you're gonna need. But we're gonna explain it to you very easily. Not only me, we've got Kathy Levent, who is Skyping in, and she's gonna share her personal story with us and talk us through the program. And we also have some other folks who are going to let us know about their experience with Nutrisystem. So we're gonna just jump right on in. Kathy, so great to have you.
First of all, girl, I am exhausted just watching you do that ab machine for the last 20 minutes. My gut hurts. That was fabulous. Good for you.
Thank you. Thank you. But you know what we said in that last hour? You make one good decision and it kind of spurs you to continue to make good decisions with your health and wellness. Don't you agree?
I absolutely agree. My brother used to say that to me when I was a little girl and a yo-yo dieter. He'd say, if you lose weight, you're going to be happier. If you're happier, you're going to start to do more sports. If you do more sports, you're going to feel better about yourself. So then you're going to, maybe want to study harder. That did not happen. But there's no question that people who start with one positive step will start to do other things as well. So maybe you bought that ab machine. Now you're saying, I have to get rid of some of the pounds that created that pooch. But Tamra, these are tough times. We all acknowledge. I can tell you, I have 16,000 people wrote on my Facebook page about, oh my gosh, I'm gonna need Nutrisystem after this crisis is over, because we're either nervous or we're upset or we're stressed, or we're overworked because we're working in the industry, or we're not working, we're panicking. And what do when we're under stress? We eat. They say the average American goes to the fridge about 20 times a day. I can tell you, I go to the fridge 20 times an hour when I'm home. And I'm home all the time. I used to play tennis 6 days a week. Well, the tennis court's closed.
Yeah.
So there's no moving. There's very little doing unless you're doing inside activity or you're taking a walk around your neighborhood, but the calories have piled up. And a lot of people have written to say, I got to get in control. I have to stop. Just tell me what to do. This is the smartest way to get back in control, because we feed you. We're your personal chef. You just tell us, do you want no meat, no fish, no chicken? You want to do that the 2 days on your own yourself? Great, vegetarian. You want the carb conscious, more bars, more soups, a little bit less sugar and carbs, or you want the classic. The classic gives you your meats and the hams and the meatballs and all the good stuff that you like when you are a carnivore, a chicken. So you just make the decision. It doesn't really matter which one you choose. I am a non-meat eater. I go with the vegetarian. But we give you easy easy access. A lot of people are complaining, I can't even get food right now easily, and I don't want food that somebody else touched. This is so perfect. It comes to your door, open the box, and there is a month's worth of healthy, nutritious food designed to keep you in good protein, good carb, good calorie count, and to keep you feeling full and happy. Because when you go on one of those crazy programs where it's all protein or all lettuce or all something, what happens is in 2 days' time, you're done. You're done. Yes. You're in the fridge. You're looking for ice cream. You're looking for cake. We give you all that good stuff, but we give it to you in portion control. And we give you a meal planner. You simply every day check off. Yes, I ate that. Yes, I ate that. And Tamra, let me tell you, not only do you get breakfast, lunch, dinner, you get breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner, dessert. So you are getting 7 little grazers a day, and they're beautiful, and they're delicious, and they're filling, and they make you happy. So once you commit, that first box, that Fast 5, is the one that's a little more restrictive. That's where we get you in line. We get your mind right. And we are taking away, for the most part, a lot of your fruits and veggies. After that first week, when that scale falls down, now we start giving you a whole lot more selection, and you're on 5 days out of the week, and the other 2 you're on your own. So you might say, well, gee, I have a party on Saturday, so I'm going to do my own Saturday, and then Wednesday, I want to go out with the girls, if there's such a thing as going out, or I'm going to go sit on a park bench 6 feet from my friend, and I'm going to share a sandwich. Great. Make those your 2 days off in the week, but the other 5, you're on program. And we give you so many choices that you don't get bored. There's always something good to eat. You just need to buy some salad stuff, you know, veggies, yes, carrots, celery, whatever you like, and some fruits, whether you can get apples or oranges. Right now it's berry season, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. You add a little bit of that, and there's always something good to eat in your home, and the weight comes off. I just got 3 women on Facebook who said, I lost 36 pounds, I lost 40 pounds, I lost 56 pounds. And one of them, Joan, said it's her birthday. I'm hoping she calls in. Those are awesome numbers.
They are, and I'll tell you, you know, when you see everything that we're showing you here, that's a lot of food. When I go to the grocery store once a week, and I'll look in people's carts, and a lot of times what I see is junk food. It's stress food. It's quick grab, open up, you know, eat one after the other kind of food. That's not nourishing our bodies, but those are the kinds of things that are causing us to gain weight, stress, eat. What you're gonna love about Nutrisystem is the one question that everybody asks first is the food good? And the answer is yes, and we're gonna talk about that throughout the entire presentation. But I wanted to explain what exactly you're getting on this program. So the first, you're gonna get 4 weeks worth of food. The first week is 7 meals, 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, 7 dinners, and you also get your shakes and for Fast 5. And even when you get this box, can I turn this over real quick? Because it says, open me first. This is where you start to lose 5 pounds in your first week. The next 3 weeks, you'll have, just like Kathy said, 5 days, and you can determine Monday through Friday, or you can determine what those 5 days are, and 2 days off. So 5 days with Nutrisystem, and then 2 days on your own. But by then, you will start to understand portion size, how much I really should be eating, and you do start to make better decisions. And we want to see results. And Kathy, I know that this is a system that you have used to get results, the results that we see with you right now.
I was always a problem eater. I mean, I always ate junk. I don't even know why. I don't think there's any psychology behind it. I was just a kid who both parents worked. I came home from school. I sat down and watched Gene Rayburn's Match Game. And I ate a tub of ice cream, and then I would rest, and then my mother would come home and we'd have dinner. So I overate, and I ended up being a big girl, a very big girl. And this is me not that long ago. And I really I huffed and puffed up those hills as a person who liked to bicycle. Here we were on a trip, and I was wearing that. In case you're wondering, what the heck are you wearing? We were going in Thailand or China into a temple, and women had to cover their legs. So I found a shawl or a tablecloth or something, and I covered. But I was a big girl, and I hated that middle. I hated the weight. There I am. Obviously, post Nutrisystem, there's just a leaner, and listen, it's not about being skinny. It's about feeling the best you, feeling strong, feeling healthy, being happy. And my husband often says, when you get heavy, you get unhappy. And he said, I can see it in your face. I can see it in your behavior. You're not happy with you. And that just rubs off. And I know it, obviously, it makes me a nasty wench with him. But I find that when I'm in control, when I'm happy, when my weight is in proportion to where it should be, within 5 pounds, my clothes fit better, but even more than that, it's just life is good. I feel like I can't control a lot right now. You know, you can't control what tomorrow brings, but I can control what I put in my mouth today. So I can pick and choose from this fabulous, you know, buffet, and I can plan the night before. And by the way, we have these fabulous shakes, these protein shakes, and these are part of what's going to get you through that first week. These shakes, what I do, this is my little secret. I blend them. You do a cup of water with the powder, and then I stick them in the freezer for 10 minutes. I set a timer. Don't forget them, because otherwise you'll have a popsicle. But I make it chilled, and then I add my 5 ice cubes and blend it, and it is so thick, it's like you need a spoon, and it really fills you up. But Tamra, I'm not a morning shake girl. I like food. I want to get up and eat. So guess what? We're going to give you, if you wish, a bar, grab and go. Delicious flavors like an oatmeal raisin or a chocolate graham. If you prefer, we have cereals. You get O's or you get granola. You add your skim milk. You're good to go. And pancakes. You want pancakes? Same as a regular pancake mix, but we have it in proportion. You add your water, mix it, put it on a hot griddle, either make yourself a big old pancake or a couple small ones, and you add I wouldn't add syrup and butter, but you could add a little bit of jelly or just a touch of honey or a little something. But the idea is we give you the goodies. Then we're going to give you a snack. Let's say you ate at 8 o'clock. Well, at 9:30 or 10, now you can have your shake, a chocolate, delicious, filling, rich shake. It gets you over that hump of everybody else is having a snack, I have nothing. You have something delicious. Or we give you other snacks. We recommend, if you want, you can have a low-fat yogurt with some berries. I put some pineapple and berries in here. Delicious. We give you food. Then you're going to have lunch. Lunch, you're going to pick your entree. Where's my lunch here? Lunch. You can pick, this one is a garlic cheese flatbread. Nice. It's yummy. And if you want, add your own stuff. I like spicy red chili peppers, or you can add peppers, mushrooms, onions. You can add what you want or don't add anything. And then if you want something hot and creamy, mac and cheese. Or if you're on the fly, grab a lunch bar. So we have something, we take away all the excuses that I couldn't find anything to eat. I was on the run. I wasn't able to eat because I didn't have anything that I could cook. You don't have to cook a lot of these items. Then in the afternoon, we're going to give you a snack again. And then you have your dinner, and we give you 4 veggies a day. And I'm talking, you can have rice, but you also have your broccoli and your asparagus, and summer tomatoes are in now. It's coming in. It's going to be a delicious time for the veggies. And then you have a dessert. We're going to get, look what I made. I made a chocolate mud pie. And by the way, I like to play with the recipes. They tell you to use 2 tablespoons of water. It's not enough for me. It's too thick. It gets too doughy. I added 4 tablespoons of water, and I end up with a really creamy, yummy chocolate mud cake. I mean, it's hot, by the way, when it comes out of the microwave. Don't eat it right away. Give it 5 minutes. But these are so good. So there's no real time of day that you should be hungry, because we're feeding you the whole time. And your weight goes down. You get on that scale, and every day or so, you see a 1/4 pound to 1/2 pound. And then all of a sudden, it's like, wow, 2 weeks went by. I'm down 7. 10 weeks went by. I'm down 20. Wow. And every 10 to 12 pounds is about a dress size. That's right. So if you're at a 16 now and you want to commit to the program, by July, you could very well be a 14, maybe even a 12. Wow. And that's just happy news. It really is happy stuff.
It really is. And you've really hit on a lot of the reasons why maybe we're not successful in other ways. Like you were saying, if I'm on the go, I have no choice but to stop at a fast food place. But with Nutrisystem, they help to make it so that you're never caught making a bad decision. And
that's right.
Tell us, would you say that that's one of the keys to the success that you had?
For me, it was somebody just telling me what to eat. All my friends who have weight issues say to me, just tell me what to eat.
Okay.
Just tell me what I should do.
Yeah.
And, you can write down for somebody, well, watch this for, have this for breakfast and keep your calorie count here. And then I hear, well, I don't like that. Well, I prefer to have something, I need a bagel or a muffin. All right, I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give that to you as a snack. You can have a whole wheat muffin with some peanut butter in the afternoon. So point is, we give you lots of choices. We give you all the portion control so you're not left to cheat. I can cheat. If you tell me to have 4 ounces, there's only a little bit left, I'll take the other 2 ounces and eat them. I'm a clean plate club girl. Whatever you put on the plate, and that's the problem. We are a giant size eating nation. Everybody who goes out knows that the plate comes this big with a lasagna that weighs about 3 pounds, probably has 3,000 calories. Then we have dessert, and you end up saying, I don't understand, I'm packing on a pound a week. Well, if you're eating an extra pound of food a day, it does add up. We did all the work. You don't have to count. You don't have to measure. Just open it and eat it. It's that easy. If you were going to have some lasagna, you get lots of vegetables. You could have salads galore. Somebody wrote me and said, thank goodness you offer salads. Some people say, I don't want to be bothered with a salad. Fine, then you can do a salad bar. Just don't add all the heavy duty stuff with the coleslaws and the potato salads and all that. But all these frozen veggies now, you throw them in the microwave, you dump them, you have your carrots, your cauliflower, broccoli, asparagus, whatever you like. We give you a list of all the legal, and then we give you a list of those you can have in moderation, and you get that, plus you get dessert. There's a lot of food. You just have to understand that it doesn't look the way we're used to seeing it. It's not super sized. It's real, normal size, and once you get used to it, you have plenty of food.
And you will. The food tastes good. It's right there for you. If you've ever been one of those people who said, well, of course the celebrities are always in shape. They have a chef cooking all their food. All they have to do is eat it. Guess what? You had a chef preparing all your food. All you have to do is eat it. And we will even send it to you. So we really do make it very simple. And if you want to go for it, remember you've got 3 different choices depending on what you like to eat. We've got your balanced personalized, which is what this is, and it's meat and vegetables in the whole 9 yards. We also have the carb conscious. If you're trying to reduce how many carbs you eat, we've got that option. Or we have the vegetarian option for you as well. Either way, sale price, flex pay, free shipping, we're gonna send it straight to you. Now, I know we like to hear about results. So Mike has a great success story, and we wanna hear from him. He took the time to call in to us. And Mike, we're so glad that you called in. We would love to hear your Nutrisystem story.
Yeah, so it's, it's great. It was, probably it's gonna be 2 years ago where I first started Nutrisystem, and I was at my all-time high weight. And, I was destined just to stay where I was at because I've tried certain things, I did certain things, nothing seemed to work. And, my wife, it was around Christmas time, my wife, kind of saw the predicament that I was in, and she said she was going to get me a surprise. And, she surprised me it was a late Christmas present, and she surprised me with Nutrisystem, and at the time, I'll be honest, it wasn't the Christmas present that I wanted, but she really knows, and I don't know who was speaking right before I jumped on, but she knows I'm so good at following things and following instructions, and, she had, done her research and saw that, Nutrisystem, they give you the food that's there. You have your snacks, you have your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and if you follow that, you will lose weight. And so my wife, she believed that. She got the product, And sure enough, I looked at her and I just kind of said, Tara Lee, honestly, that there's no way that this is going to work. I've tried certain things. But, you know, she already spent the money and it was a, you know, Christmas present, whatever. And you know what? It's the greatest Christmas present I could have ever received, because as soon as I started eating and what you guys had mentioned, I mean, I am used to I clean my plate. And so when my wife would cook or when I go out, I mean, I have to eat every last thing. And so, of course, I'm going to be overeating and gaining weight. And the portions that your body needs is not as much as we're getting. And so the portions are perfect. You never felt hungry because of the snacks. I was eating like 24/7, because you had your breakfast, you had your snack, you had your lunch, you had your snack, you had your dinner, you had your snack, and everything tasted so good. I just never really felt hungry. And then lo and behold, I lost 55 pounds. I mean, it was just, it was fantastic. And for me, I just got to share just one quick thing, because people sit there and say, well, you know, are you still on it? Do you still do it? You know, and there's periods of time where I don't, but I can always tell every once in a while when I start to kind of lose some of the good habits that I've gone into. And during this COVID-19 thing, you know, my kids were at home and I started eating all these foods when my kids were at home. And you know what? I jumped on. I got another month's worth of food, and it just put me right back where I needed to be. So I'll tell you what, I didn't have to have these crazy grocery store stories where there's, you know, they're out of food and everything, or they're out of flour, out of sugar, out of, you know, I'm telling you what, Nutrisystem is just a fantastic way to live your life.
It is. I'm so glad that you mentioned that, Mike. Do you even remember what you wanted for Christmas then?
Oh, yeah. No, you know what? I do remember, because I wanted like a season jazz tickets or a Donovan Mitchell jersey. Yeah. But in comparison, I mean, if looking back on it, I have the blessing, or the Nutrisystem gift is a gift that gives all year round, because I'm healthy, I'm fit, you know, I exercise more, I can do things with my kids. I mean, so it just wasn't the food. I mean, really, Nutrisystem gave me my life back. Wow. And so that's the greatest thing ever, because I'll tell you what, I just can't tell you. And again, I was one of those people who watched these commercials and would sit there and say, these people they're not real, they're all fake. And it's not. I mean, it is the real deal.
Yeah, I love that you are so open about, you were a little bit reluctant, but you did it. It worked. And like you said, it couldn't have been better. It was the best gift, because it was the gift of you. And it was the gift of feeling better for yourself and for your family. So one last question. For somebody who's watching, why should they start Nutrisystem today? Why today?
Oh, because it works. I mean, and that's just it. It works, and you'll feel bad 2, 3, 4 months ago, if you know, months from now, if you don't take a chance on yourself. And that's the one thing I love that my wife, she knew, she took a chance on me. She took a chance saying, Mike, I know you can do something to make a better you. And I think if you're looking and wondering if you should do this or not, you know what, believe in yourself, believe in the product, and then you know what, you'll just see that the weight starts to come off, and then you start to get this momentum, and you'll see that your life changes, because you have more confidence in yourself. When you interact with others, you just feel healthier. It's just a total different experience when you lose your weight.
Mike, thank you so much for taking the time to call in and not only share your story with us, but to inspire a lot of people. We really do appreciate it. And congratulations to you on your success.
Well, thank you. And I will say this, it's been 2 years, and the weight has remained off. So it's just a great thing. So thank you very much.
For sure. You take care. And, you know, I love to hear that, because just like Mike said, if you've ever watched a commercial and you thought, those aren't real people, those are fitness pros, and they're regular people like you and me. And just like Mike said, just like Kathy said, if somebody says, here, eat this, and it's following a plan that was created to help you to lose weight, you'll do it. That's what Nutrisystem is. That's all it is. And so we've made it very simple. If you don't know how to cook, don't worry. The folks at Nutrisystem already cooked it. You just have to prepare it, and all the information is right there. So when you're shopping today, take advantage of the sale price and the flex pay, so about $50 to get it home. You've got it on free shipping. If you want it on auto ship, keep it going so that you don't ever have to think about it, and every 30 days you're gonna have that month's of food coming straight to you. And Kathy, I loved Mike's testimonial because he says for a lot of people, we are skeptical and sometimes we stay too long in the before instead of moving to the after.
Listen, it's a lot more fun to pig out. It is. I mean, if you said to me, listen, if there would be no repercussions and you'd stay healthy and trim, how would you like to sit and eat bonbons all day long? I'd love it. I would. But, you know, no ticky, no washy. You have to do the work, but it's not the work anymore because we did all the work. When someone says, just tell me what to eat, I say, open the box. We tell you what to eat, but you get choices. You're not eating the same, you know, those programs where you get a yogurt for breakfast, then you get a piece of broiled chicken for lunch, and then you get broiled chicken for dinner. By day 3, you're done. You're over it, and you are in the chips, and then you've gained more weight. Here we give you all the things you say you shouldn't have. You get the pastas and the creamy mac and cheese. You get these great flatbreads. Then you also get the soups. I happen to love the spicy compound noodle soup. It is spicy. If you don't like spicy, that one might not be one you're going to want. Share it with somebody. But the other ones, there's so many, the broccoli and rice. There's so many good things. The red bean, the red bean Bolognese.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. It's very filling and very delicious. And, you know, once you make that first effort and get over the first week is hard because your brain is angry. You know, you're mad because I suffer from this all the time. Why am I here again? How did I do this to myself? I swore to myself last time I would never do this again. Yeah. The last time I remember I lost all that weight and I said, this is it, I'm staying. And then it comes back because we all go back to what we love. Here, we get what we love, so we're able to stay the course and stay on track. And like Mike said, if you give yourself a window, Marie Osmond, she gives herself a window of 5 pounds. And if that 5 starts coming back because she's been home more, she's not performing as much, she gets right back on and she's back to herself within a week or 2, just as Mike said. And you know, Mike lost 55 pounds. This is 5 pounds. Mike lost 11.
Wow.
Of them. I can't even imagine. 11 of these. So put one on the shoulder, one on the other shoulder, one on your head, you know, put one on your middle, on your boobs, on your belly. You got 11 of these bags. Try it at the market. If you don't, you know, a lot of people say, what's 5 pounds? What's the big deal? What's 10 pounds? It doesn't matter. It only matters if you're uncomfortable and you don't feel healthy. But this is a lot of weight. And when you start multiplying it out, if somebody says I've gained 10 pounds in the last 10 weeks because I've been home and eating and upset and the kids and all that, we can get that 10 pounds back off you. You can get back where you were. If you have more, then you just continue with it. It works. I mean, people write me and say 25, 30, 35. That's a huge amount of weight. It is huge. Right. And I'm just very pleased and very proud of people when they take the jump. They make that first commitment to say, I'm willing to try, I'm worth the try.
That's right. And you've got everything that you need. You've got, in that first week, you're gonna have your breakfasts, your lunches, your dinners, your snacks, your desserts for 7 days. And then for the next 3 weeks worth of food that you're getting, you're gonna have 5 days of breakfasts, lunches, dinners, snacks, and desserts. And then you've got weekends off. So how does this fit, how does Nutrisystem fit into your everyday life or your social life? You've got those weekends off, so you can decide. And again, Nutrisystem arms you with all of the information to help you make better choices and smarter choices for yourself. Because just like Kathy said, maybe you have said that to yourself over and over. How did I do this again? I worked so hard to lose weight and then it just crept back up. Because you don't wake up one day 20 pounds overweight. It just happens 1 pound at a time. That's why when you finally make the decision to do something, it seems daunting. But Kathy, I love that Nutrisystem takes the kind of daunting feeling out of it, because the thing is, you have to eat every day anyway. you just make a better choice by choosing Nutrisystem than the wrong choice by reaching for the junk food that we know we shouldn't eat and too much food that we know we shouldn't eat. Well, you've got a sale price here, you've got flex pay here, you've got free shipping, and you've got us delivering it to you. And you can even have it on auto ship. So if it's you getting this for a loved one, just like Mike's wife got it for him, saying, I know you can follow the plan, just follow it, then do it for that loved one. But if it's for yourself, make the decision for yourself. Because Kathy, when I hear this success and when I look at even the pictures of you, I mean, I'll tell you, you just seemed so happy and vibrant and full of life. And even in your befores, you were still out traveling, but now I can see that there's that joy that you just emit.
Well, Tamra, truthfully, I was a lot younger. I was 10 years younger in those pictures, and I had a little more energy at 10 years. When you start getting into your 60s, on top of menopause and every other ailment that starts to hit with your back goes, your knees go, this hurts, that hurts, to have an extra 25 pounds is brutal. It's really hard. So from a health standpoint, I don't want to be any bigger because I can't take the stress, and I can't play tennis if I can't move. I can't walk around the neighborhood with my husband if I can't move. So those people who say, I'm carrying an extra 25 pounds, it's killing me. I know I'm really doing harm to myself, but I find it daunting to start. The best thing to do is just do it. Order it, open the box, take inventory. It's color coded by meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's orange sunny mornings, and then your lunch in the afternoon is the blue, and then the dinner is red, and then your desserts are my favorite, purple. And then you decide tomorrow when I get up, I'm going to have this for my breakfast, and I'm going to have this for my snack, and you just kind of get it in your head, and then go. Do your life. And the next day, same thing. Say if today is Groundhog Day, then it's Groundhog Day with the program in terms of just staying with it, and the results are there. And the excitement and the fun is even better, even as we get older.
I love that. Thank you so much for really kind of bringing it home for a lot of people who are watching. Tara has also seen great results using Nutrisystem, and Tara was so gracious and nice enough to call in and talk to us. Tara, we're so glad that you're here, and we would love to hear about your results.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Hi, we are doing great. And you?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Nutrisystem for me has absolutely been life-changing, and I've been able to speak to Kathy about this before. You know, all my life I've struggled, especially in my adult life, and after having a child, you know, working as a single mom, like I wasn't managing stress very well. And I was one of the types of people that tried all the different diets out there, and nothing at all was sustainable. I would lose some weight and I'd gain even more back. And it was emotionally, it just skyrockets, and, you know, it's just a roller coaster of emotions when you're living like that. So, you know, once I tried Nutrisystem, just like Mike was, like he said, like a little bit hesitant, and a little bit skeptical on whether it would work. But it absolutely did. It was so amazingly easy because it's such a structured plan, and they give you, you get a lot of variety in the foods that you're eating every day. And, the first week I lost 6 pounds. I lost 26 pounds in 7 months. And, I truly feel like my life has changed, and I talk to so many people about it, and they're always like, you're so much more joyful. And I'm like, I found something that works for me. And even in times like right now, like I know that this is something that I can always go back to.
Yeah, that's right. So you're not left out there alone. And so with you, was it difficult to have Nutrisystem and also have like a social life at the same time?
No, it wasn't, because, I could plan, what I wanted to eat, and if I wanted to go out with my friends, I could do that, because the fact of the matter is, when you're on Nutrisystem, it teaches you better eating habits. Right. So I made better decisions when I was going out, and I am somebody that is always on the run. So I know that I could take a chocolate peanut butter bar and, throw it in my purse, and that's something that's always there. So I was always able to stay on track and not feel like, I was losing something or missing out on my life.
That's right. And that's important as well, because like you said, diets don't work because diets are usually restricting. And with Nutrisystem, when I'm looking at all this food, it might be even more food than we normally eat. It's just in the right types of food and the right proportions, because for a lot of people, they skip breakfast. But for Nutrisystem, you have breakfast.
You don't.
And it's already made for you.
That's absolutely true. And, you know, once I was going on the plane, I was surprised at how much I was eating. There were some times I was like, well, I'm not even that hungry. And, you know, and that's a good feeling, because I'm eating throughout the day, and you get on the scale, you're losing weight, and you're satisfied. Yeah. And it's consistent. It's sustainable. You know, even right now during these times, like I ordered Nutrisystem from my father, so he doesn't have to leave the house. And he even said that he was surprised at, you know, how good the food tastes. Wow. And he's been having good results with that. So, you know, I definitely think it's something that everybody can benefit from.
Oh, Tara, I'm so glad you called. And I thank you so much, not only for sharing your story, but for also sharing the love with your family, with your dad and with your family. And we thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, great. Thank you, guys.
You take care.
Bye.
And you know, what I like is that you're hearing from men and women different issues for why maybe they've gotten to a point where they want to lose weight, whether it's being a single mom and you're just on the go. You're just always on, just moving, and you really don't have time to just think about what is a better choice? What is a healthier choice for me? You're just grabbing something. If it's like Mike, who said he'll clean the plate, whatever you put in front of him, he's gonna clean the plate. With Nutrisystem, what's put in front of you, Kathy, as you were letting us know, not only is good food, it's well thought out and well planned out, and it's already done for us. So really, is there any reason, like what if I have questions when I'm using it? Where would I go if I have questions?
We give you a meal planner, and it has the toll-free number in it, and you can call anytime, usually during business hours, even East Coast, West Coast, like 9 to 9, and ask questions like, hey, I'm going out to dinner on Saturday. It's an Italian restaurant. What should I eat? How do I know what my calorie count would be? Because we don't make you count calories on Nutrisystem, but when you're going out, you want to make better choices. So you don't want to get, you know, the 5-pound lasagna. But we tell you if you have questions about sodium. We are lower than most programs in terms of sodium count. If you want to know about what's in something, all the ingredients are on, but these are healthy choices, but you can always call and ask questions because you're just not sure. And by the way, men get more than women. Good to be king. Men do get more food because generally a man has to have, you know, more food. I would like to be on the guys program because I get extra, but we really make it easy for you. And if you have questions, we answer your questions. We truly do have a full staff. I mean, if you've probably never seen the office, but it's an enormous building with a huge call center. And these people are very well trained, and they're very kind, and they do help. And even if you're not sure about buying the program, you can call them and say, I have a question, I need to know. And they'll walk you through it so you know. And, you know, it's that month is going to go by. Yep. From now till June, where are we? 6th. Yeah. June 6th is going to come upon us, and maybe things are going to ease up and we're going to start to go out again. Mm-hmm. I would rather be 5 to 10 pounds down than 5 to 10 pounds up. So the time's going to move either way. Regardless of outcome, we're still eating. It's smart to get on the program when you really are home and can pay attention and control it. And then when things ease up and you go out and everybody's eating their chips on their break, we give you your smoky barbecue chips. You can have your little bit of hummus. You can have some fruits. We give you lots of food, and it's just the easiest way to do things. And it comes to your house. Yeah. You don't have to go out. You don't have to shop for it. You don't have to order it. And by the way, there was this little card in front of you that said ice cream snacks, $25 gift card. When you get the program, inside will be a little piece of paper like that. That'll say, hey, if you want to go on our app, which is New Me, N-U-M-I, and you want to get on the app, we'll give you a $25 coupon towards some ice cream sandwiches if you want. And the next time you get one, you'll get it again. So you get bargains even when you buy it and get it home.
This is good. I had forgotten to mention it. I'm glad that you talked us through that. Thank you, Kathy. And it comes no matter which choice you're making, whether you're choosing the balanced, personalized program, or whether you're choosing the carb-conscious program, or whether you're choosing the vegetarian. One thing that we did say, but I do want to highlight again, is that you are looking at foods that do not have artificial flavors or sweeteners, no colors from artificial sources, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial trans fats, because sometimes when it comes to what people call diet food, it's not real food. And you're thinking, well, am I getting something that I'm gonna be proud to consume, proud to put into my body? Yes, because the chefs and the designers of this program have already thought that through. So we don't have to be the experts because they are, but we learn from the experts. We'll learn how much is a portion size, because believe it or not, portion sizes haven't changed. Well, I should say it like this. The recommended portion size hasn't changed in our lifetime. The sizes that we get every day that we think is a portion size, yeah, that's probably 3 times what the recommended portion size is. So it teaches us, it retrains us on how to look at food and how to feed ourselves and for our families. Because maybe the program for Nutrisystem is for you, but the benefits you get from Nutrisystem will spill over to your family and to your loved ones, because when you start cooking for them, you'll know how to feed them, how much is enough food for your family. And it just is a snowball effect in a good way. Because Kathy, as we were talking about a little bit earlier, a lot of people may start Nutrisystem a little bit skeptical, a little bit reluctant, but they start anyway.
Just start, you know, as that famous slogan goes, just do it. And I know a lot of people are just overwhelmed by the amount of weight they might have to lose. It doesn't matter. Don't look at it as big picture. Look at it as today. Today, I'm going to stay on point. It's much like anybody who has an addiction problem. You can't look at 2 years from now. Look at today. I'm going to start. I'm going to open the box. I'm going to look at this manual. It's going to tell me exactly what I can eat. And I'm going to think about tomorrow. What am I going to have for breakfast? And what will I have for lunch or dinner? It's kind of fun because you have this huge box to choose from. And, you know, time's marching on. Whether or not you choose to get healthy, the time will go on anyway. And I really do live by that mantra. Don't be afraid. A lot of people are just fearful, Tamra, because they've had so many failures.
Right.
So book yourself for a success. Book yourself for a win. If you follow the program, you know, it's the old story like your mom used to say, don't touch the burner, you're going to get burnt. And you touched it anyway because you were curious.
Right.
What I'm telling you is, follow the program, just listen to the program, and it will do it for you. It is not hard once you understand that. I think the first week is challenging because your brain is just resistant. You know, I'm mad about this, and I wish I could be eating like my friend's skinny, and she eats everything, and she doesn't gain an ounce. You know. Yeah. But you follow the program and suddenly it becomes like skating. It's just easier, it's flowing, and then you start to feel the pants are getting bigger. You know, there's only so much stretch in those stretch pants, and then they just don't go on anymore. And if you love your salty, you love your sweet, you love your caramely, you love savory, you like spicy, you like buttery, all of that is in there in the snacks. The lemon doodle cookie is yummy. There are some really great desserts, and there's some good snacks you grab and go. You're going to the movies at some point. Maybe we'll end up going back to movies. Yeah. You have your own popcorn. Because you know what happens, Tamra? We go to the big box store and we buy this Gigunda because it's cheap. Yeah. Chip bag. Comes 2 to the box. Right. So you get this and you open it and you sit down in front of the boob tube and you're going to have a couple. Well, the next thing you know, oh, my Lord, what did I do? Oh, I didn't do that. And then you wonder why the scale jumped up. So we'll give you the snack but we're going to give it to you in an appropriate size. You know, restaurants make money by upselling you. Did you save room for dessert? Look at the tray I brought. And look at these huge sizes. You get a lot for your dollar. People get brainwashed into thinking those are appropriate sizes. They're not. We really give you what you need, what your body needs for peak performance so that you can drop the weight, look great. And like all of our callers have said, once you start getting in better shape, you start getting in a better mental place. I think people do better at work, in their relationships, in their energy, their drive. It's just a wheel within a wheel of success. And that's part of Nutrisystem's success. Over 45 years, they must know something. And the food's gotten better and better and better. If you did it 10 years ago, it is different today. It absolutely is different.
Yes, it is. It's good. We're talking about thick crust pizza and chicken Alfredo and lasagna with meat stuff, chicken pot pie. I mean, everything you could want. Mac and cheese with turkey sausage. There is a little bit of everything, and it's all yummy. You were talking about success stories. Well, we've got Cheryl who wants to share her success story as she has been on Nutrisystem. And Cheryl, we're so glad that you called in.
Hi, Tamra. How are you? So nice to be talking to you today and all of our viewers.
Definitely. It's our pleasure. And Cheryl, I know that there are a lot of people who are listening, and they want to find out what your success story has been.
Sure. Well, I actually started Nutrisystem in 2014. I had been a lifelong wheelchair athlete and even had the honor of representing my country as a swimmer in the Paralympic Games, where I won 4 medals. And because I was an elite athlete, I really never had to watch my weight because, frankly, I was always training. However, in 2014, I retired from competitive swimming, and that's when I started to gain some extra pounds. And as an athlete, I knew all the things that I should be eating and how to exercise, but I just couldn't get there on my own. And that's when I decided to try Nutrisystem. And it was so easy and so convenient for my hectic lifestyle. And before I knew it, I had lost all the extra weight, which was 20 pounds in total. But more importantly, I've been able to keep it off. And that's because Nutrisystem, it gives you the tools and the education to know what and how much you should be eating. It was like the reset button that I needed.
Yeah, and you know, Cheryl, you said something that really hit home. I know even for me, is that sometimes we know what we're supposed to do, but it's just hard to follow through and stick with it. But with a plan like Nutrisystem, I mean, you can't help but you just reach for your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and you keep on going.
Yes, I mean, I work in healthcare, which is very stressful, but even now with the pandemic, it's even more stressful. So I'm so grateful to not have to worry about shopping food because it's delivered right to my door. I don't have to cook or meal plan because, like you said, everything is planned out for me. I know exactly what I'm having for lunch, dinner, breakfast, and even my snacks.
Yeah. So it really simple. So Cheryl, as you know, as someone who you said you had always been active, but when you stopped, you know, competing competitively, life just started to, you know, things just start to build up. That's really the case for a lot of people. So for somebody who's watching, who can kind of relate to that, what would you say to them?
I would definitely give Nutrisystem a try. I had tried other diets, but Nutrisystem really works for me, and I really enjoy the food. Like I said, I had started Nutrisystem in 2014. I now order from their a la carte menu because I still enjoy eating their food, and even being on Nutrisystem for this long, I still find new items that I like to eat and to order. And so, and it's important, like I said, to stay active too. It's not just the diet, but it's being active, you know, walking and exercising. But, you know, thanks to Nutrisystem, I feel better and I'm active again. And so it's just really been it's been a tremendous journey for me, and I can't thank Nutrisystem enough for helping me regain my activity level and, more importantly, my confidence, because now how I feel on the inside matches how I look on the outside.
Aw, Cheryl, congratulations to you on your success, and thank you so much for calling in and inspiring a lot of people.
Thank you.
You take care. And
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. And you know what? I started to think about something because all of our callers said the same thing in that they had tried other things before. They tried other diets before. But you saw that they lost weight in 3 months, in 5 months, in 7 months. Cheryl lost 20 pounds in 3 months. How long have you needed to lose 20 pounds and you've been lamenting over those same 20 pounds? maybe a lot longer than 3 months, when if you had gotten Nutrisystem when you first said, okay, I really want to lose 20 pounds, you could have lost it by then. So that's why I say do it today. Because just like Kathy said, these months are gonna pass by whether we make the right decision or not. So why not make the right decision? Because Kathy, when this whole thing started and we, you know, and kind of our world changed as we know it, was back in March. It's May now. Time is gonna keep marching on. Why not make the right decision?
There's no, even if we had not had this crisis, so many people have been saying over and over and over, I need to get back in control. I'm just out of control. I get up every morning and all I want to do is eat cinnamon buns. And, you know, I go to work and all they do have is soft pretzels and all this stuff. And I'm just out of control eating. Now we have this mess and everybody's home or in some very stressful capacity eating what they can. And it's just, at some point, you have to say, stop, stop. I can stop my eating problem, even though I can't stop what's around me. Right. So yes, June will come around, July will come around, and your point is it the same 20 pounds we've been complaining about for years, or is it an extra 8 to 10 that we packed on? And it comes down to how comfortable are you? Do you feel good? You know, Cheryl is, I don't know if you noticed, she is a wheelchair ballroom dancer. She has given herself a new sport. It's a new lease on life. And a lot of you I know have certain disabilities where it is hard for you to cook. It's very hard for you to get out. Right now, it's almost dangerous for you to get out. This is an opportunity to have very good food delivered to your door, but food that will help you get in better condition, shape, weight, so that perhaps you move a little better or you have a little less, you know, in my case, I have really bad scoliosis. I have like a 57% lean. Wow. By the time I'm 90, one knuckle will probably hit the ground. So I spend a fair amount of time with back pain because it pulls and it hits nerves and la, la, la. And so I just ignore it. But when I get bigger and heavier, that's when things really start to hurt. So for those of you who are saying, I know I need to, I just don't understand why I should do it. I could do it myself. Mm-hmm. I would say based on history, have we done it very well ourselves? Probably not. So do a month. Jumpstart it for a month. See what you think. If you love it, stay with it. If it doesn't work for you, first of all, you have a money back guarantee, but secondly, then you can go ahead and try something else. But as you've heard, people are getting great results.
That's
you
right.
You commit, you open the box, you pick what you want for breakfast tomorrow, and you get started. It's really not hard. It isn't hard. It's just a matter of, it's different because it's not the enormous amount of stuff we're used to eating all the time. So you'll get in the groove. And then all of a sudden, life just gets easier and better and healthier. And everybody says, look at you, don't you look fabulous? So where do you want to be in a month?
That's right.
Where do you want to be in 2 months? Where do you want to be? Make your decision. It's that easy.
That's right. This is an example of work smarter, not harder. And as you're looking here at the table of all of this food, your breakfasts, your lunches, your dinners, your snacks, your desserts, your plan. If you have questions, I was showing you on the back of your meal planner, there's a phone number right there. So it's always going to be with you. If you have questions, you call the phone number and they'll help you out with that because the folks at Nutrisystem want you to be successful. I was walking over to this table because just as an example of some of the foods that you're gonna have a chance to eat every day. You've got your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, your snacks, your dessert. This is your food and it's already done for you. You don't have to think twice. You don't have to wonder, am I eating too much? Am I making the wrong decision? Does this blend with that? No worries. You don't have to know how to cook. All you have to know is, what do I want to eat today? Oh, I want pizza for lunch. Okay, that's what I'm gonna have. And that's why Nutrisystem is successful, because it's real food that tastes good, that is well thought out, And ultimately, that leads to our success. So at HSN, we want you to be successful. So we gave it a sale price where we took about, what is it, about $42 off the price. You've got free shipping, so that's a savings of another almost $18. You've got FlexPay, so you can spread that payment out if you choose to. And you can get it on auto ship. So if you want it every month for 3 months or 4 months, or you can decide, you get it on auto ship, and if there's a point where you say, oh no, I'm good, I like what I see in the mirror now. I like that when I go out and play tennis, like Kathy was talking about, I'm stronger, I feel good. Then you can stop the auto delivery. It's really very simple, but we send it to you. And if it's gonna be for you, you just decide, do I want the balanced, personalized, which is what you see on the table? Do I want the carb conscious? So if you're trying to maybe not eat as many carbs, that's gonna be the carb conscious. Or if it's vegetarian, then you go for the vegetarian option. Either way, we want it to work for you. We want you to be successful. And a lot of diets are really just kind of here today, gone tomorrow. But with Nutrisystem, there's a reason why it's been around for years. And it's because it works. And Kathy, that's what you were saying. It's been around for years, but it continues to evolve, to taste better, to be easier, and to give you even results even faster.
Absolutely. I mean, you have 45 years and you have a lot of scientific research goes into it to make sure you get the fiber, you get what you need in the protein, you have the right balance of carbs and fats. You don't have to think about it, measure it, deal with it, count it. You just eat it. And by the way, what you showed us that food table, that's just the Nutrisystem. You still get 4 veggie servings a day. Mm-hmm. In the afternoon, you can have a whole wheat muffin with some peanut butter on it. You can have keep carrot and celery sticks in a little glass with water. Throw in some hummus there when you're watching TV. You need a hard-boiled egg to perk you up in the afternoon. You want some fruit. There's berries or grapefruit. You get fruit and food. You get lots of extras. It's not just what Nutrisystem gives you. You add the little things that you already probably have in your fridge, like carrots and celery and eggs, etc. So you're never hungry, and the food is delicious. And the bottom line, Tamra, is it works. It's there, it's easy, it's delivered to your home, it's safe, it's healthy, and how nice to know that a month from now, things are looking down.
Yeah.
Not, but down.
Down. The scale is down. Yeah, the size is down. The zipper can go all the way up. Maybe that's the case.
Things are looking up, but the weight goes down.
It goes down. And it's wonderful because, again, if you want to try it, again, I'm going to walk on over to show you all the food that you're going to get. Kathy, thank you so much for joining us.
See you at 8 o'clock.